Okay, boys and girls, this is what we're going to make. This beautiful steak and mushroom pie. Right, let's get cooking. Okay, to start off our steak and mushroom pie, we're going to cut this steak up into cubes. We're going to add 1 stock cube and 1 cup of water, and we're going to let that cook for about an hour. So here we are. I'm just going to crumble that stock cube there. This piece of steak is 175 grams, and that will do 2 pies. So we've got 1 stock cube, 1 cup of water. As I said, we're going to cook that for about an hour, and then we'll come back and have a wee look. Okay, so this has been cooking for about an hour, and that's just beef stock in there. So there's a bit too much liquid. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pour some of it off, and I'm going to use some of that to put in with the mushrooms. So into that beef stock I'm going to put about 2 teaspoons of cornflour, a teaspoon or 2 of, this is a low salt, so you can't read that very well, but that's a low salt soy sauce. We're going to try and make mushroom be the dominant flavour in this pie. Quite often you'll buy a steak and mushroom pie and it'll taste like steak with pieces of mushroom in it, whereas this I want to definitely taste of mushroom. So I'm going to put 6 mushrooms into these 2 pies, so there'll be 3 mushrooms in each one. Right, I'll cut the mushrooms up and we'll get them started. Okay, let's slice these mushrooms. We just want them like that. You can see them, but you'll see them in the pot when I put them in. So these have been washed and then the stems taken off them. And then we'll add them to the saucepan with half the butter. So half the butter goes in there, and we'll start piling the mushrooms in as well. Right, now that we've got all the mushrooms in there, we'll cook them down, and as soon as we can get them to release some moisture, then we can add in our sauce. Now I don't know whether you can see, probably can't because of all the steam, but those mushrooms have let go quite a bit of moisture now. So in we go with that. Let's just stir that around. And now in with our meat. Thin this out a bit by adding some of our beef stock back. Thick gravy for our pie. We're going to have a little taste of it, and that is perfect. Oh, forgot. Now this is where we add in the other half of the butter, and that just finishes off that sauce perfectly. Okay, firstly we're just going to whip up some egg wash here to put on the pastry. Right, there's our pastry. First we're going to cut out, this is going to be the insides, so what I'm doing here is the size that I'm cutting is bigger than the actual pie dish, because it's got to go inside and stretch out a bit, things like that. And I'll do the same with the other, and then I'll start putting it inside the pie dish. Now firstly, we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of flour, and this will be the bottom, or the part that's actually going to be sitting in the pie dish. We'll pop that in there. Just use your knuckle to get it into the corners there. There you go. It's as easy as that. I'll just do the other one. Now that we've got the two pie dishes there, we're just going to take this leftover pastry and make tops for each one. And for that I'm just going to lightly flour these and roll them up onto the cutting board here. I'll come back once I've got the rolling pin out. As you can see, I've got me two lids now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some egg wash on the sides here. Oopsie. And that's so I can get a good seal on the top. Alright, then we're going to take our meat and mushroom mixture into here. As you can see, plenty of mushroom in there, not just a few pieces. There you go. Oh, it's going to be good. And then it's simply a case of getting this top. You can square off the sides if you want, or you can leave them like this. I tend to like them squared off, but if you want to leave them more sort of rustic, cottage pie looking. And as you can see, that's a perfect looking pie, but we don't want them to go squirting bits of pie out the sides, so we're just going to make some holes for the pie to breathe while it's cooking. I'll get the other one going, and then it's into the air fryer. So we've got the air fryer out now, and it's just pre-warming. Right, so we've got our pies over there. It's been pre-warmed, so I'll put the pie in there, and we're going to cook it for 25 minutes. So I'll just put that on 25 minutes at 180 degrees. Okay, the air fryer's gone beep, so let's have a look. Wow. Now I don't know whether you can see that. Let's take the camera off. Okay, that's what it looks like. 25 minutes. I'm going to give it another 5 minutes because most of the cooking will have been on the top here. I'm not quite sure whether that bottom will be all cooked yet. So let's give it another 5 minutes and then take it out. Alright, that's our beautiful pie. out of the air fryer. I'm just going to cut it in half now. And there it is, all cut in half, ready to eat. God, that looks good, doesn't it? Right, I've just served that with some asparagus, and now I'm going to get tucked in. Let's have a taste of that. Oh. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to eat now. I will catch you on the next recipe.